Hi everyone. Don't know if anybody's ever thought about what goes into setting up and getting ready for a gig. So I thought I'd maybe do a few videos along those kind of lines. I'll show you how I set things up here at home, how I get the car loaded up, what needs to go in. And then maybe we can try and do another video about actually setting up at a gig. So setting up the stage, setting up the equipment. But for now, I thought I'd show you what goes in behind the scenes on making a gig possible. So this is what I have to do at home before I set off for a gig. Right, so let's start with all my wirelesses, shall we? We've got the two boxes, microphones. I separate mine into guitars and vocals, or instruments and vocals. There is a method in my madness. There we go, charging everything up. Vocal wirelesses, the guitar wirelesses, everything is all there, and the wirelesses I use for the PA system. So, nice boxes. Sorry about the mess. There we go. Let's put those away. So, quite simply, so that I don't forget everything, everything has its place. So we put everything in their boxes, because I know what I'm like and I will forget things. So there we go. Get the microphone wireless put in there. That's that. Oh no, I have to remember the cables. God, I am terrible with cables. I am absolutely awful. There we go. There's one box sorted, and you'll see there. There we go. Look, vocal. So we've got to do the same with the guitar set. And as I say, I'm one of these people that loves everything to be all in order. It makes my life a heck of a lot easier, and I'm less likely to forget everything. So there we go. That one's all set up. There's your instruments. Right, we'll get those out to the front door and get on with the next bit. Right, so I've put those other bits out by the front door. I've got to program my effects unit. So if I show you my pedal board, I'm sure many of you have probably seen it loads of times before, but I'll try and turn the camera around. Right, so there we go. There's my pedal board, and you'll see my main feature there being the Stanley Effects Blue Nebula. I've got to program that for tonight's gig. Main reason being, we've got different set lists for different events, and tonight is a standard Working Men's Club event. So I need my Working Men's Club set list. So what we do, go to the computer. It's already plugged in the cable. I got that ready to start with. We select the Blue Nebula app. Check the COM port. Should still be number 3. And there we are, we're collected. Now what I need to do is get the patches from the pedal to start with. There we go. Load from disk. Working Men's Club. There we go, that one now. And there is my set list for tonight. Excellente. Right, so we will send that one to the pedal. There we go, send to pedal and ping. Do I want to overwrite it? Yes, I do. And then the Blue Nebula will be loading all the patches up. And there we go. So if I push my buttons, the first song for tonight, and so on. The Blue Nebula is as easy as that to use. So pedals all set up for tonight. I can close the case, and then we'll get that out by the door and get the next stuff sorted. Now, some of you may or may not know that we can't remember everything. I'm the youngest member of the band, and I still struggle. But of course, we've got some people in our band that aren't as young as me. So we have prompts on stage just to remember what songs we're doing. There are some chord charts, there are bits and pieces going on there. Normally it's about our starts and finishes and our count-ins, if I'm being totally honest with you, because we are just human and we forget things. So we use teleprompters on stage for our set list. And if there's a song that we've just learned, we'll put the chord charts up, but mainly we have our count-ins and any notes that we need while we're playing, anything that's been agreed at rehearsals and things like that. So that's what we have in front of us on the stage occasionally. If you see the screen. So I'm backing them tonight because we have got a couple of new songs and we've got some new arrangements and we've also, as you know, recently got a new drummer. So to help us all out and keep things running as smoothly as possible, we have teleprompters. So I shall show you what we do with those. Right, so let's run this through the best I can. We just got a simple USB stick there. I've got to plug that one in because that has got our current information on it. There we go. And as simple as this, we drag that there, we drop that there. And that is our list set up. Now I've already pre-planned this one for today. I haven't done this for the video, but let's open this up and you can get a rough idea about what we're doing. So we have our interim music there because all our music runs through this. We have our start display. If I do that, you'll see there it's sideways because we have upright screens. Long story, but it tells us the timing. So this is what we've worked out with our new drummer. So we understand what all that is. And if I give that a click,
ladies and gentlemen, John Lennon famously said...
Anyway, you get the idea. So that's what we have, and it's things like our introductions that we put on there, facts and figures, that kind of stuff. So, because we can't remember it all right, there's loads of stuff on there, all of our introductions, there you go, got our endings on, etc, etc. So we have that on stage just to help us out because we can't remember everything. So they go onto screens that are on the floor in little stage boxes, and I'll show you that next. So here we go. Homemade stage boxes and a screen which will simply get plugged in. Oh, hold on, bear with me 1 minute. There you go. And then we would have all that plugged into that laptop that you've just seen. And to help out with that, we have got, yeah, I'm not vain at all. Do a bit of advertising. Look, there we go. There's our boxes. There's all our cables and equipment for making the screens of teleprompters work. And don't forget, we've got a gig in Ramsgate on the 25th of July, starting at 8 o'clock. And again in Bexley Park, 17th of October. Tickets are available. Go on our website and the links are there. Anyway, moving on. So, there you go. I said I'll put in everything by the door to start with. Pedal board boxes, you saw me with all the wireless in. DI boxes, 2 DI boxes because we've got an acoustic set tonight. And some lighting that we've got. We have got the big light bars, but we don't use those all the time. They take up too much room. So, right, let's move on. Right, so it's over to the guitars now. Travelling a bit light tonight. Yeah, excuse the mess in the background. Sorry, it's my son. Yeah, so I've got a reissue 61 Strat. I've got my Fender California acoustic, because as I say, we've got an acoustic numbers. And my rhythm player in the band borrows my Burns Marquee for our Burns sets. Obviously, can't forget at all the Burns Marvin with its JCR guitar strap. And my beautiful 1958 Fender. So, lovely, lovely, lovely guitar. Not totally original because I had to have the neck replaced because of an issue, but lovely guitar all the same. So that's what we're taking tonight. Bit light. Normally I'd have 335 and a Telecaster as well. So yeah, it's only a working men's club gig though, so there we go. Right, so out to the car. Not to excuse some of the mess, but hey ho. Right, I'm not going to bore you with bringing everything out. I've already brought it all out, all but the guitars. The guitars are going inside the car. And there we go. Why do I have such a big car? Because I have this lot to carry, plus the bass player, plus his amp, plus his gear, 2 guitars. Right, so I've already put that lot in. So we've got my AC15 I'm using tonight, all the cables, the stand for the mixer, and in that big flight case is the mixer itself. There's your stands, there's your electric cables. Solitaire. Right, so finally, there we go. And yes, there is a little bit of room, but I've got to fit a bass amp into there and 2 bass guitars as well when I go and pick Steve up, the bass player. So that's where we are with that. And then excuse the filthy car because I haven't washed it. And there's the back racks out of all the guitars. So yeah, it's good fun. So there we go. That's getting all the stuff ready, getting everything charged up, getting my pedals set sorted, getting everything out to the car, getting the guitars all ready. And as I say, maybe we can do another video. If I get enough interest in this one, maybe we can do another video about how we sort of set our stage area up and how we set everything up, and the rig that we use for the gigs. Anyway, let's go. You take care and I'll catch you next time.